Hello, everyone. This is Noelle Russell, and I am going to walk you through how to get started with my challenge tracker app or our group. Okay, so when I created the group, I sent an email. You should have received an email with a link to the group. I am sharing the screen to my phone, so that's what you'll see up here. So you should have received an email that looks like this that says your invitation to join our group on my challenge tracker. And then as you scroll through, there's a little message from me. It will show you the name of the group. If you don't have the app, there's a link to get the app on your device, and then it gives you directions on how to get started. So basically, you'll use your login credentials for your Team Beachbody account. And if you don't have the app, go get the app, and then this is the link to the group, okay? After that point, it will look like this little app right here, my challenge tracker. When you open it up, hopefully this works. Okay, so I have a couple groups growing. It'll say something like this. It'll pop up, you have a challenge group invitation waiting for you. View invite. So if you click on that, if you've been in my groups before, you might see some other groups down here. If you haven't, it'll be at the top. You just need to accept it. Okay, and it will show you something like this. It'll say, welcome to your challenge group. Let's get started. So click on get started, and it is going to take you through a series of questions to get you set up in the group. The first one is my goals. So why did you join this challenge group? What will motivate you to stay on track? So take a minute, think about it. Write down your goals. This is something we work on in the very beginning of all of my groups, is writing down our goals, because if you write down your goals, you're 80% more likely to actually achieve them. So even if it's a crazy day and you just want to skip this step right now, you can, but please go back and fill in this information, okay? So you'd enter it in, hit continue. I'm going to click skip just for this demo. Before picture, like I said, if you're just setting it up right now and you don't have a picture, that's fine, but we will take pics and measurements before the start of the group, so you can go back and add these in anytime. So you can fill that in or hit skip. And then the next page is going to just bring up some things about what you're doing. So your workout program, you can scroll through the list. Right now I'm doing lift 4. Shakeology flavor, I drink a bunch of them, so I'm just going to pick cafe latte for today. Other nutritionals, I'm currently using Energize, Hydrate. I love the whole performance line. Recover is amazing. Shakeology Boost, I've tried all of those. Let's see, anything else in here? Daily Sunshine, we use that in my house, and Beach Bars, we use that as well. So whatever you're doing, you can just select it, click done. All right, and then here's another step that's really important. You can go back if you don't do this now, but I like to let you know that there's this thing called reminders on here, and you can set the time. So if you are new to this and you're using other social media platforms and you feel like, oh, maybe I'm not going to remember to check this other system, you can put in a reminder. So for myself, I do something like 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Basically, it's going to pop up a little reminder to say you haven't logged any activity yet, and just gives you that little daily reminder. So that's something you can go back and change in your settings. But right here, I'm going to say, hey, if I haven't logged anything by 11 o'clock in the morning, I work out in the morning, so it should be done by then. I'm going to pop up the reminder then, click continue. And then your next screen is your options of what you're going to share with me, your coach. So please click on activity notes and photos so I can see what you're posting. Before and after photos, I just see that, not the whole group. Weights and measurements, same thing. So that's something I can only see on my end. It's not shared with the other people in the group, but it's really helpful information for me to see how you're doing, motivate you, and keep you on track. Okay, so I'm going to click done there. And then this is a new feature, and this is something that I wanted to show you where to get. There is now activity syncing between the new Nutrition Plus app and Beachbody On Demand. So if you want to turn this on, if you get to, I don't know if it's 80% or 90% completed on a workout in Beachbody On Demand, it will automatically log your workout in here. Same thing if you're using the Nutrition Plus app, if you're using the 2B Mindset over in that app, or the Portion Fix containers, if you're tracking your food in there, you can pick either program. And logging your Shakeology and your daily weight, you can do that over in that app and have it sync to your group. The only thing is, if you're in more than one group, since I'm a coach, I'm leading more than one group, you can only sync between one group at a time. So if you're currently syncing, if you were just in a group that ended, you're going to have to go in and change the setting. Okay. And I'll show you where to get this. Right now, I'm going to say no thanks, but I'll show you how to get back to that. Okay. And then this is what it's going to bring up. I don't have any posts in here yet. I should have put something in here for the demo. But this is basically this little home button right here is going to show you the latest coach post. So the latest post for me, if you go to the home app, the latest thing I post is going to be right here. If you go over to the feed, this little group of people here, that's going to show you the feed. Kind of like on Facebook or Instagram, it's going to show you your feed of everyone in the group, anything they've posted. The very next one is your progress. So up at the top, here's where you could go and add your goal again. If you haven't added that in, this is going to give you your activity. Here's where you go for your before photo if you haven't done that yet. Measurements, starting weight, this is where you can go. Your timeline is just going to show you what you've logged. I'll show you an example in a second. And then this last one that looks like the little alarm is going to be your notifications. Okay, so anytime you can set that up. Up here, this little gear, we're going to go up there. That's your notification settings. Okay, so right now you can go and check whatever you want. Anytime your coach adds a post, anytime somebody else in the group comments, I usually click all of this stuff on because I want to see everything. But that's where you go to change that. If you just want to see, say you just want to be notified when I post something, you can do that, whatever you like. Okay, then we're going to go back here. Okay, anytime that you come in here, you'll typically be on this home screen. You can go to this little plus button down here to log your activity. So you have the option here to log your workout, Shakeology, your weight, your measurements, your progress photo every day. So if you go and do a workout, you click the plus button there. And I will say, today I did lift 4 legs, and it was hit, okay, for example. All right, you can take a photo, you can add a photo there if you took a photo or if we're having some kind of challenge, but you always want to click on share note with the group right here so that I can see your log, everybody else in the group can see your log, okay? And then you'd hit done. Oops, sorry, don't know what happened right there. And then you click add workout, okay? And it will log your activity. You'd X out at the top. I'm going to X out to show you. If you go over here to the group feed, you're gonna see that I logged a workout, okay? Same thing, I'm gonna hit the plus button and do Shakeology. Okay, and you're gonna enter in. I always like people to add their recipes, all right? So today I had vegan cafe latte. Oops. Latte, I added 8 ounces of cold coffee and 3 tablespoons of unsweetened coconut creamer. And let's see, I think I did a teaspoon of coconut oil and 1 cup of ice. Sometimes I like to put in little emojis for good measure. And then same thing as your workout, share a note with a group, click that on, click done. You can add a photo. Sometimes I'll add a photo if I make it and it looks pretty, and add Shakeology. Pretty straightforward. And then if you go back to your feed, you can see I've logged a Shakeology, okay? If you want to post something in the group, you're sharing your food log for the day, you're sharing your opinion on the workout, whatever it is, you go right here to the group feed, and up here, just like on Facebook, where it says post an update video or photo, you can click on that, put in any kind of text that you want. You can go down here to click a video or a picture. So if I want to choose a photo and say, here's my workout plan for this week, we'll do that this week. Okay. Then I can go up here and hit post. And just like in Facebook, then it will show up saying, I posted this, here's my workout plan for this week. It'll show your text and your photo or your video. And then anybody else in the group, just like on Facebook, can go down and like your post. They can comment on it, or they can share it. So the cool thing about commenting, which it won't bring it up here, is that you can type the @ symbol and it will bring up, I'm the only one in this group, but it'll bring up all the names of everyone in the group so you can tag other people in the group, which is kind of cool. All right. So let's see what else. Info and files. If I post any kind of file, that's where you'd find it. You just click on this. I don't have any files in here, but this is where it would be. And let's see, one more thing. If you go over to the home screen. All right, so I just logged a workout in Shakeology. You're going to see that there. Up here on the top right is something that looks like a calendar. That's something that you can go to if you want to go back and say you forgot to post your activity for a couple days. You can go here and it's going to show you everywhere you've logged it, okay? The other way you can get to that is, say if you click on this plus button to add your stuff, you can simply swipe over to, oops, sorry, swipe. No, I can't because there's no day before this. Okay, so if there was other dates in here, you'd simply swipe and it would just bring up this screen right here for the previous day and you can log. The only thing is if you're logging past activity, you can't share that note with the group. So it'll have a little thing right there, but that's not a big deal. I'm just letting you know. Okay, here you can do usually every day. I've been doing 2B Mindset, so I will weigh in the morning. I'll put in my weight here, and then it will track it for me, and you could go over and look at your progress. And then last but not least, so that's the basic functionality of the group. If you have specific questions as we go along, just reach out. But I wanted to direct your attention to over here, these 3 little lines. That's where you're kind of going to get your menu. All right, so right now it shows the name of the group. This is where I go below it for my other groups. Settings, we're going to stop there next. Okay, you can edit your profile if you want to change and update a picture there so we can see your pretty face. Push notifications, you would go, that's going to bring up the stuff on your phone. The syncing that I talked about, if you want to turn that back on, here's where you'd go to enable syncing, and then select which group that you want to sync with. And then at the very end is the activity syncing. Time zone, if you want to change time zone, language, units. Then down here, workout and nutrition, that's what you entered when you were setting up your group. Notifications, that's another way to get your notifications. And then reminders. So if you didn't set that up when you were just getting into the group, this is where you could go to change your time or set it up if you haven't yet. Okay? And that is the settings. We're going to go back right over here to your menu. And I just wanted to highlight that there are some quick links here. So here's the Team Beachbody shop that's going to take you directly to if you need anything shopping-wise. Next one is Beachbody On Demand. So maybe you're not working on your phone, but you want to check out what workouts are coming out for the week. That's just a quick link to Beachbody On Demand. Shakeology.com, good information there if you're looking for some recipes. The Nutrition Plus app, so I'm going to click on that and show you really quick. Here's the dashboard, and this is fairly new, but this is another place where you can go if you're doing just a nutritional group or logging your information. You can track your water, you can track your weight, you can track your Shakeology, and then what's really cool for your meals is you can set it up to either work with 2B Mindset or the Portion Fix containers. So for 2B Mindset, it's going to give you your little graphic. You can type in what you had, add a photo if you want to, but that gives you a place to log your food. And then at the bottom, there's some featured recipes. That's kind of cool. Videos over here, if you click down here on videos. That's going to get you, that's where you'd find the 2B Mindset videos, or the Fixate cooking show. You can find that here. And then the new Shakeology channel down here, which is going to give you some videos on Shakeology. All right. Next over here is recipes. And this is going to give you just some links to all kinds of recipes and ideas of healthy food. Very cool. And it's categorized by different categories. Very cool. And then the very last one over here is going to be your profile. All right. So that's the nutrition app. If you go at the very top right here, it's going to take you back to the My Challenge Tracker app. And then Beachbody Challenge is the last one. Okay. So I'll show you, this is Beachbody On Demand, but same thing. It's going to bring up the app, just a nice handy link. And then all of your workout stuff is on here. One quick note on that, say you're doing Lift 4 and you know you're going to travel this week. You can download any of the workouts. So right here where there's this little arrow for downloads, you can actually download the workouts on your device. So if you're somewhere where you don't have an internet connection to stream, you can have them stored on your device, which is really cool. Good thing to know when you're traveling. And then you'd simply go over here. This is where I have things downloaded. So I have my Lift 4 workouts for the week, just in case there's anything, my internet goes out. Some morning, I will have these stored on my phone to stream. And then I have a go-to, I think a go-to core workout. Yes. So whenever I'm traveling, I always have a core workout. Even if I can't fit something in, I can fit in a 10-minute core workout in my hotel. So I will save different ones on there. All right. So back to my challenge tracker. Those are the basics. Okay. So we are going to be logging our activity in here for accountability. We're going to be coming here every day. I will be posting inspiration and motivational things to get you going, tips on fitness, nutrition, recipes, and then just provide a positive community of other people working on similar goals. It's a great place, great, safe, positive place to connect for support and accountability, which is what we all need to accomplish our goals. All right, so let me know what questions you have. It's fairly straightforward. You just have to play around with it a little bit and you'll get used to it, but that's the basics on the app. And I hope that that was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.